If you are a total beginner learning how to do a 3-strand braid using the underhand method, you are exactly where you need to be because I'm about to walk you through it step by step. So let's get started. I've sectioned off this small part of hair at the nape of the neck. Then we're going to use our fingers or a comb to split the hair into 3 equal sections. To keep it simple, think of them as your left strand, your middle strand, and your right strand. Hold the left strand in your left hand and the right strand in your right hand, and let the middle piece just sit between them. Now watch my hands. I'm going to take my right strand and I'm going to move it under that middle strand, and I'm going to hold it there in between my index finger and my middle finger, as you can see. Once you do this, you'll realize that your right strand has now become your new middle strand. Now focus on the 3 strands I'm holding. I'm going to grab this middle piece and bring it over to the right. You'll now notice that it lays on top of the strand that we crossed underneath earlier. On my right hand, I'm holding both of these strands together, pinched between my thumb and index finger so nothing slips. Now, with my left hand, I'm going to grab the strand that is remaining on the left. I'm going to take that left strand and cross it underneath the middle strand. As I do that, I place it behind my right index finger just to keep it balanced. Then I bring it forward and into the middle using my thumb. Now that strand becomes my new middle. To finish this rotation, I take the strand on the right side and cross it underneath the middle strand again, holding it firmly between my index and middle finger, as you can see. That completes one full underhand braid motion. Now let's finish the braid by simply repeating these steps until we get all the way to the end. Right under the middle, left under the middle, right under, left under. And you can say this in your head as you're braiding to help you remember the motion. Also remember to maintain even tension as you're braiding down and smooth each strand before crossing it for a neater braid. If one strand gets thinner, you can always borrow hair from the others. Once you get to the end of the braid, you can either secure it with a rubber band or a hair tie, or you can use the confuse the braid method, which I will show you in a little bit. Remember, we're learning, so if it feels awkward at first, that's totally normal. Your hands are learning a new pattern and not failing. Practice slowly and your speed will come later. Now, how do you finish the braid without having to tie it with a rubber band? This is where the confuse the braid method comes in. As you're braiding down, sometimes you'll notice that one piece is running out of hair or getting thinner than all the others. This usually happens around the bottom 3 to 4 inches of the braid. Here, you would have to pause and identify the thickest strand. If one is too thin or short, and the other one is a little chunkier than the others, that's the one you'll borrow from. To balance it out, use your fingers to gently split a small bit of hair. From the thicker strand, use your thumb and index finger to pinch off a small section of the hair and add it to the thinner strand. Not too much, just enough to even them out. And make sure it blends smoothly so the braid doesn't look bulky. After balancing the strands, you can continue your braid. You'll notice the pattern stays consistent and the ends braid tighter, reducing unraveling. And if the imbalance happens again further down, you can repeat the process to maintain the braid shape all the way to the tip. I like to use this method once I'm approaching the end of my braid, this time borrowing little pieces from each strand to confuse the braid so that the braid stays tight and it will be less likely for it to unravel. And once you're done, your braid should look something like this. Congratulations, you just learned how to do a 3-strand braid using the underhand method. If this was helpful for you, remember to save the video so that you can come back to it. This is the foundation for cornrows and feed-ins, and in my next video, I'll show you how this braid turns into a cornrow, so stay tuned. We've reached the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video or any of my content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this, as well as drop me a comment down below if you have any questions or requests at all, and I will be sure to get back to you. I love you, but remember, the Lord Jesus Christ loves you more, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.